Hello everybody and welcome back to SCP Secret Files. It's been a little while since I've played this game, but now we're back. And let's find out what the next story is right after I deal with this. I kind of skipped all the weird like in-between stuff because generally it's kind of not interesting, so not gonna have that in the video. You guys don't have to worry about it. If you guys want to see it, buy the game. It's really cheap. It's not a super expensive game.
There are many stories in this world. Some are read widely all over the world. Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story. The story takes place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel. One day, out of nowhere, Daniel got a serious case of chickenpox. It made him look like a strawberry.
That chickenpox
To make
fun.
sure he didn't spread it to others, Mrs. Page, the principal, had him isolate in an attic. And so, in the attic he lived, all on his own.
I don't know if that's necessary. Chickenpox isn't that life-threatening,
Mr.
but I understand.
Daniel, while up here in this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice your penny whistle. I hope you practice well and prepare for next month's art festival.
But Mrs. Page, the melody is so difficult.
Don't give up, boy. You don't give up before you fight.
Strange phrase, but okay. Interaction.
Daniel was reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced the penny whistle.
Oh boy, I get to practice the penny whistle. ASDF space. And I've been getting all that rhythm game training. I'm 100% gonna mess this up at some point though. Okay, that was it. Okay, cool. Sensory overload
Suddenly,
avoided.
he heard some strange noises in the corner of the attic.
Huh? Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
This art style reminds me a lot of like Winnie the Pooh. This is 3D?
It was a mousetrap, and there was a red origami paper dragon inside of it. Daniel carefully removed it. It was marvelous and beautiful. The only problem was part of its wing was damaged. But Daniel found a way to repair it.
It'll repair the origami dragon. Choose an item to repair the dragon. Purple is a complementary color. Why must I choose? Why must I make him McDonald's? I wanted purple. Purple was complementary with red. I studied color theory.
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below.
Oh.
He played and played with the paper dragon.
And it came to life. Ooh, spooky.
Dragon, soar!
In the warm afternoon sun, Daniel had to fight his eyelids just to keep them open.
Could it be?
Could it be?
Or is this all just a dream?
The next day, with boredom and loneliness weighing him down, he began to fiddle with the old radio.
Our town is located in the plains where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us, they are all inactive.
Oh. Strange. What a weird thing to say.
A scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as
Where?
Daniel went to pick it up, the
That
ball
body
suddenly came
language.
to life, and it rolled
Where?
away. Daniel chased after it.
Go get that ball. Go get that ball. I'm gonna get that ball. I'm gonna get that ball. I'm gonna get that ball. That ball doesn't seem to actually be rolling, it's just gliding across the floor. Why is this ball moving?
Just as he was about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly, terrible sparks erupted from it.
Is this ball an EMP?
Before his very eyes, the paper ball began to grow, bigger and bigger.
Huh.
At that moment, a red figure suddenly appeared. The red figure quickly subdued the paper ball and threw it into a cardboard box. Daniel studied the red figure carefully.
Well, I wonder what this red figure could be.
It had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
I wasn't dreaming.
I like just
Thank
the
you
sound of
for
the paper just
saving
getting
me.
whacked
Daniel
in
was
the air, just
grateful and very happy. He walked closer to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea.
What was Daniel's
He
idea?
took out his penny whistle and slowly played a tune.
Oh, it's penny whistle time. I've never actually heard or seen a penny whistle before, and I have a hard time believing this is what a penny whistle sounds like. Because when I went to school, we learned how to play the recorder, which sounded awful. Probably because they were dirt cheap. I remember some kids were actually like super ambitious for the recorder for some reason, so they actually like bought the school issued recorders because you were allowed to do that where I went to school. But it was hilarious because I don't think a soul remembers how to play the recorder. I did it.
The paper dragon enjoyed the sound very much. It began to move along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends.
I really have a hard time believing that that's what a penny whistle sounds like. There's no way. Oh no,
The paper
it's
dragon
unfolding.
traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
Body language, I love this body language. I can very easily see memes.
Dearest friend, after many long years, we finally meet again. Tell me, how has your family been? A great thank you for playing that music for me. You know how I love the instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room works? You're welcome to visit anytime.
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into the cardboard box. The box closed shut, and a calm silence was restored to the attic.
Great.
Daniel
was
rushed to
strange.
find a watercolor pen and marked the box with excitement in his fingertips.
Here be dragons. Here be dragons.
Over the next few days, the paper dragon came out often to play with Daniel. During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends to the paper dragon.
Any friends?
Our cat's name is Mrs. Carter. Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner, we've been good friends.
Have any
That's Duke, Mrs. Jessica's pet. He doesn't like Rainy Day or Mrs. Carter. Only smoked sausages fit his taste.
do you have any human friends?
And now, we are friends too. My name is Daniel. What's your name?
Daniel, I hate to break it to
Paper
you. I
dragon
think
flapped its wings, as if it
I think
didn't
you might be
understand him.
I think you might be a little sad. You're friends with a cat, a dog, which that's fine. But your third choice of friend is a paper mache dragon. None of your friends that you can introduce us to are humans? Okay.
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you Penny? I'll keep practicing to make it sound better.
Daniel and Penny then played baseball together in the attic.
Let's play cat.
Last time I heard Penny's voice, it sounded very masculine. That's a very masculine Penny. Catch this, nerd. Supposed to catch it. You're supposed to catch it. Here, let's make it easy for you. You're supposed to catch it. I guess that's
But
the end of
just
that.
as they were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
How did you... What?
The stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems even stronger than last time.
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open, and thick clouds of smoke billowed out, followed by several paper balls. Penny attacked the paper balls without a moment's hesitation and promptly threw them back into the box. Penny then flew around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped. Facing a friend's farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt confused and lost. He moved the box to the center of the attic. Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle day in and day out.
What does somebody want to explain to me what the paper balls symbolize? Because
As the
paper
days
ball
went
come out,
by,
earthquake happened.
Daniel's
I've
playing
already
became
identified this
smoother.
correlation. Oh, he got better at playing by practicing? Crazy.
One day, the box suddenly began to move.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4. This time there were 4 paper dragons.
Here be dragons!
But they weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
Earthquake! Another earthquake! This time it's reached a magnitude of 5.8!
5.8.
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls used new tactics. They clumped together into a single monstrous ball of paper. It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air. As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air, one after the other.
That doesn't
Seeing
seem
the
good.
injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious.
I think I'd just be confused.
Just then, one of the paper dragons painfully started to fly and gathered the remainder of its power. The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light and dove straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball.
Falling, but at what cost?
Then came another paper dragon.
Oh, wow. They really balling, but at what
The
cost?
monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into smaller paper balls. Trembling, they struggled to escape back into the box. The sacrificed paper dragons
Oh.
were reduced to swirling shreds of paper,
I-
and the
oh,
silence pervaded. Peace and tranquility were restored once again to the attic.
didn't think that
Daniel
would be
saw
the cost
remaining
of
2
balling.
paper dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded. He rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
I guess the cost of balling is the death. The cost of balling is death.
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the box.
I hate that term. Gush.
2 wounded paper
They
dragons
gush
were
from the
repaired
box.
and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison. The dragons moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic. Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
Time to penny whistle. Oh wow, that got loud. Wow. Why is that so loud? Wait, that's it? Is that it? Oh no, that's not it. Okay, I was about to say, that's a pretty short song. What are these notes that I'm playing in reference to? I don't know what instrument I'm playing to, or like, there's like no tempo for what I'm playing. Okay, well there was something. Okay, well now it's like in tune to the whistle. A penny whistle, seemingly. Okay, now what is it? Seems like it's trying to be a part of the piano, but it's like not. That's strange.
In the sweet melody of his playing, Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
Here be dragons. He jumped into the oh, like a runny babbit. It's the cutest freaking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh. Can't tell if it's raining or if think they just put a filter over this part to try to make it look like the rest of the game. Like the rest of this section.
The paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
Oh, there's... I don't know if it's wise to throw all of you at him at once.
The fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants have returned. They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room, for it is the last remaining entryway into your world. Please believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will not be apart forever, and we will never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
Wait, what?
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box.
I got a few questions. When you say room, do you mean
Daniel
the
still
attic,
couldn't
or do you
fully
mean the box
understand what
in
the paper
next question?
dragons had meant, but he had
Okay,
a
so
vague
Daniel
feeling
is-
in his
okay,
heart
cool.
that he may never see
Also,
his new friends
Eternal
again.
Mission? Who did you promise what to?
A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny
yes.
whistle very, very well. But
Oh, yes.
the paper dragons never returned.
Oh. Put my 3 Legos, my 1 baseball, my 1 alphabet cube, my 2 books, and a penny whistle into my backpack. That's a huge backpack. Or those are some really small books. Those are really small books. Look at that baseball.
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2! A massive earthquake is hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
That's kind of
Just
nutty.
then, countless paper dragons shot from the cardboard box. However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
Oh. Well, they're dying. They are dying. I guess you're one of the chosen ones. You get repaired. Hello, chosen one. You get repaired. Chosen one. You get repaired. Neighboring chosen one. You get repaired. Chosen one, you get repaired. Oh. Oh no.
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move.
Hey, what you guys are doing is a war crime. You can't attack the medic.
Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violent lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger! Now with a magnitude of 7.1! Heaven almighty! Are we doomed?
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragons struggled against it, with no means of fighting back.
That looks a little different when compared to a paper ball.
2 paper dragons shined brilliantly.
Oh, they're balling, but at what
Crashed
cost?
their bodies into the giant.
Is the giant gone?
Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons. But soon, he found that things would probably not be so simple.
That's not good.
The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger.
Reminds me vaguely of Orcs, the Taken King.
Back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
The earthquake is going stronger still! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
Hey, Mr. Radio Station host, get out of the radio station and leave this disaster to the National Disaster Services. Like, what are you doing?
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It flew gently in front of Daniel and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened.
Oh no.
Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what.
Oh no.
Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
A huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic. The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons. Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces. He thought he could still fix them.
I wanted to play, I wanted to play a kind of spooky game. I didn't want to play Make Me Cry game. Oh no. Why did you have to give the paper dragon a name? You didn't have to. Kinda like this whole Eternal Promise bit, he didn't, I mean, why? Oh. Oh no.
Goodbye, my friend.
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
How do you just deal with that? That's
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform a penny whistle solo of a song titled Fly With Me.
perish. Fly with me, of course it was. I don't really know what to say. Because that's oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Oh, there's actually tears going down my face right now. Oh yeah, I'm a rhythm master. I'll take that. I almost pressed the wrong note there. There be dragons. Here be dragons. Am I the only one seeing this right now? Or is everyone seeing this and these dragons are just really ballsy?
And that's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever, into eternity.
Here were dragons. Oh. Oh. That was sad. I didn't expect it. There was literal tears coming out of my eyes from that. But I guess that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Like if you cry every time. Subscribe if you want to see future episodes of SCP Secret Files and, you know, anything else that I make videos on. Ring the bell icon for notifications, and look in the description for the Discord link, or even the Gilded server link if you prefer Gilded over Discord. But without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and goodbye.